Okay, I'm with the Hobao again. Yeah, I'm starting to like this truck. Especially now since I got it on 8S. So, I did up the body with my usual tethers that actually work and break and make it a slightly easier to get the body clips on now. Yeah. And off, if you choose to do so. And you probably have to anyway. But yeah, I put on some armor to keep the body, you know, from getting all scratched up because it's gonna end up on his lid a lot. And I gave him some lights on the inside too. Yeah, those usual, what are those? 17mm CLB LEDs that you can get on eBay or Amazon for really cheap. That's on the inside of the body, and well, obviously the eagle eyes are, you know, 12 volts, and they're all running off of a small little light bulb that's stuck down in there. But I will keep this short and run the heck out of this thing. This thing on 8S is more than decent. Yeah, it is very decent. Yeah, even nutball territory decent. And since I got the Max 6 in there, turned the servo saver all the way up, the spring adjuster knob, I managed to get that all the way up. Yeah, this thing is real. It's definitely real now. And the servo is on 7.4 volts thanks to the Max 6. So this thing can actually move. I mean, on 8S. I mean, it still needs the orange springs because the blue ones are just really soft. But you actually have options with this car now. I mean, it's not just a crazy wheeling machine. You can actually get the power on the ground. Of course, it does take 1 million in the center diff to do it. Man, this thing is crazy. Okay, maybe I can try to do it this time. Oh, wow. There it goes. Oh, boy. Yeah, you don't want to get sprayed by the rocks that's coming from up under that. So overall, I mean, this is my second one, so the first one, I mean, yeah, it's the gray one. I didn't have any problem out of the motor except that it would get hot, so I put a fan on it. But that was before the game changers and before the Spectrum stuff. Before I even thought about putting the 8S system in this thing. But ye old blue one came with the dud. That cogged and overheated out of the box. Yeah. I mean, that thing cogged like crazy. So I had to turn the punch setting down to, let's see, what did I turn the punch setting? I had to turn it down to 1. It's that simple. And that was on the stock hobby wing, just to get it to not cut. So that video you saw the other day of me running it stock out the box, it really wasn't stock out the box because I had to change the one setting to get it to not cut. But that's definitely a thing of the past with this. You know what? I actually like this truck. I mean, the wheels are terrible, but they get just enough grip for me to keep them. And with $1 million in the center diff, with the Max 6 on 8S. Oh yeah, it's a 17 tooth pinion. That's, I think I could fit a 19, but why? Why? I mean, this is a monster truck. It doesn't need to be really stupid fast, especially with these tires. Now, if you put some Duratrack truggy tires on it, yeah, you can up the pinion, but I wouldn't with these stupid tires on it. Yeah, they just end up dead. I mean, I love the way it's leaning in the turns, but it's leaning just a little too much. It's leaning so much that when you're turning, I could already see that this battery holder, and you can see it's all scuffed up at the bottom, it's hitting the ground when it's turning. So yeah, it's digging in so much, and the wheels is compressing when it's turning on this side that the battery tray is scruffing the ground. So yeah, and the springs are all the way up, so the spring adjusters, yeah, they're all the way down. So thankfully they do make better springs for this truck. And they are on order, and I will put them on the truck when I get them. But my God, is this thing is a beast. It is a straight beast. As long as you keep it on the ground. Yeah, and I do have it. The punch on the Max 6 is at 5. Yeah, there's no use turning it on 9, and I don't even want to even go there right now. Yeah, these wheels are plenty heavy enough for the diffs on 0.5, and I don't need to be doing any crazy standing backflips, even though that would be spectacular. But I can just see the diffs eating themselves. I mean, that kind of stuff does affect the drivetrains too, you know, the CVDs and the dog bones and all that other good stuff. But, oh boy. But the arms on this truck is absolutely fantastic. I mean, they are that hard fiber-based nylon stuff, but they are really, really thick. I mean, seriously thick. So they will not bend like some trucks out there and destroy your dog bones and CVDs. So that's another plus for this truck. But man, yeah, this is one minus is that it don't have sway bars. But it is a monster truck, and it's gonna do its monster truck thing. And this thing actually seems normal on 8S right now, but maybe that's because I haven't gotten used to it. Because yesterday the thing was kinda pathetic. But I figured that the motor was giving out even then, even before the pinion got welded to the shaft. But yeah, and for the life of me, I can't figure out why these batteries are lasting so long in this thing. I mean, they are just the 4,500 miles. And then ye old Creighton, yeah, I only drove it a couple of times with those batteries in it before doubling them up. And it lasted all of maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, with the stock system in the truck. So, but this truck is a heck of a lot lighter, a smaller pinion, smaller tires. I mean, it weighs half as much as the bloody Creighton, so. And thankfully it weighs half as much as the Creighton. I mean, this is a big truck. So, for what it's worth, this is definitely a keeper, especially in this configuration. It might be better just about the almost ready to run, paint your body up, or even buy that and get the body of your choice. If you really want a painted body, I mean, they're still available out there. But yeah, this thing is great. It really is. And for what it's worth, I mean, you can still get it for what was it, about 700 shipped. I mean, good God, this thing is a great truck. It could use a bigger body though. I mean, the body for the Sin Reaper fits right on it, and it looks fantastic. So I'm gonna have to grab one of those for that thing. So I will end the video right there and continue to beat the heck out of this truck. Oh boy. But I really didn't have to mod too much of this thing. Like, really. Other than the Max 6 and the body arm on the body. I mean, what else to do to it? I mean, if I want to jump it, I'm probably going to want to reinforce the frame of it with that little add-on that goes in the, let's see, where does it go? Yeah, right here. So that will stiffen up the front a bit, since there's a plate back here and 2 stiffeners, so that really won't bend too much. I mean, you really have to jack this truck up to bend it in the first place, even in the stock form. You gotta love this body. And the chassis will flex a bit, but you see what I'm doing to it to make it flex. I mean, I'm twisting the truck up. So guess how much of that will occur when you're jumping it? Yeah, you're probably gonna tear the truck up, break some arms and stuff way before you bend the chassis. Of course, you can always just ram it full speed into a big unmovable object and completely wreck the chassis. But then you don't want the truck. Okay, I'm gushing right now. I'm just thinking just, why can't all RCs be like this? I mean, to where you just don't have to do tons and tons and tons of crap to it just to get it to the point to where it's a reliable car and it can run the way you want to. Because this boy is running very well. So I will definitely end it there and continue with the wreckage of this thing.